Hey, how's it going today? Hope you're having a great day. I'm going to share with you today some of the things I wish somebody would have shared with me before I started riding. And it's not how to shift, it's not how to work the throttle, it's not how sorry about that. It's not how to lean into the curves, things like that. It's definitely not what motorcycle you should buy. I'm the type of guy, when I train somebody, I don't leave anything out. When I've been trained, I've often just kind of been given an outline, sink or swim approach by the people that have taught me. And yeah, I learned the hard way a lot of times, and I think I did all right for myself, and say different jobs and different tasks that I've done. But when I go to train somebody, and over the 24 years that I've been doing this job, I teach people the little things also that I think will help them pick up the knack of the job, pick up the knack of the task, because there's always something little that will help people become better at each job, each task. And I don't like to keep any secrets when I'm training a guy, you know. I don't feel like my job is in jeopardy if I teach them to be better than me or whatever. So I just have that nature about me, and consequently I'm going to share those things with you today. And one of the biggest thing I think is rather affecting your hands, the clutch, the accelerator, the brake, turn signals. So rather than affecting your hands, I think it affects your head, your mind a little bit more than your hands. And I'm going to get into that as soon as I get through this roundabout and not get hit. Thank you, Mr. Jeep. So yeah, I think it changes your perspective of how you think more than your hands. It changes what you do to your hands. You know, everybody's always worried about your hands this, your hands that, and doing the next thing. So if you're thinking about riding someday, I hope this video saves you some frustration, possibly. Welcome back, and if you're new to the channel, I just want to tell you that I have taken it upon myself to push back against the gatekeepers and against the naysayers that riding is too dangerous. I've made a few videos in the past here, 5, 6, 7 videos here now, why people don't ride, addressing the dangers of riding, where to start riding, and of course, preferably, if bikes are too expensive, your first bike, you know what, not what to buy, but what type of bike, you know, would be better for you. And I ride a Harley. I don't care. I'm fascinated by all bikes. Think they're all cool. So if you're new, I'm just pushing back against the naysayers, against gatekeepers, and trying to encourage and welcome more people into this awesome hobby. Okay, I'm not an instructor. I'm just a regular rider out here, and I'm trying to share what I've learned and what I've messed up on, and hopefully help some other people discover this hobby. Today I just want to go through, I think it's 5, maybe 6 things that I feel a lot of people may not teach you, may not give you pointers on. They might, but I never was given these pointers from even my instructor in the course that I had taken and some of the people that I ride with. So the first thing is, you're going to feel completely awkward at first. And what do I mean by that? Thanks for asking. You've driven a car for years, you know, you're just starting to ride. I got a 16-year-old to a 77-year-old that has talked to me, commented to me about them just starting this motorcycle journey, learning to ride. Subscriber 123 is 40 years old and just starting to ride. Hey, thank you. Give me an update. Let me know how you're coming along. Let me know what's happening. So, maybe I can give you some little pointers that nobody told me about. And you've been driving a car, you know how to drive in the traffic, you know how to drive on the roads, you know how all that stuff works. And then you sit on a motorcycle, and suddenly your brain is trying to balance, it's trying to shift the clutch, your feet are trying to shift, trying to brake, your hand and your foot brake, all at the same time. You're trying to watch for traffic, trying to keep your head up and not stall it at the same time. The first few rides can feel like trying to pat your head, rub your tummy. I had to wave at the rider. So pat your head, rub your tummy. Solve a math problem while riding a bicycle. Yeah, can be a little confusing. So that's one. Point number 2, nobody tells you that confidence is in a straight line. One day you have a great day riding, get all the shifts, you're smooth on the clutch, smooth on the brake, you didn't have any herky-jerky going on from the stop signs. You get home, you're like, hey, I think I got this figured out. The next day you're at a stop sign and you stall it. The 3 cars behind you try to come out in second gear and you stall it. You got 3 cars behind you. You can feel the frustration on them. Everybody's in a hurry, you know. And then you start to suddenly wonder if you're even qualified to operate a Walmart shopping cart. Yeah, everybody goes through it. And at various stages of your riding experience. So progress, it's not always obvious. You have your good days, you have bad days, but you keep putting one on top of the other, and all the experience rolled into one, and you end up being a lot better for it. But you may have those setbacks. And number 3, we've talked about many times. Most people imagine riding. They picture the wind in their hair, the winding roads, the mountain views, and the freedom that comes with it. Been there, brother. What they don't picture is spending hours riding circles in the empty parking lot. And honestly, you know, that's where a lot of the magic happens. Those slow speed turns, emergency stops, clutch control, and get to know the friction zone. Ozark Rider, we mentioned that a couple of posts back, a couple of videos back, and that is absolutely 100% the thing that riding school taught me, is to master that friction zone. all these control exercises build up the skills that will stay with you forever. All right? So, point number 4. The motorcycle community is very helpful. You know, I never thought that they would be as helpful as they are. Just one of those things that you're not taught, you're not told. You wish you were, but you're not. I had to make sure. So, I'm having an issue today. My passenger footboard, I need to tighten it. Feels like it keeps sliding down. I was hoping I didn't lose it. I don't have the right wrench or Allen wrench for it, I guess. So, point number 4. Nobody tells you how helpful the motorcycle community is, riding community is. Most advanced riders, most riders that have been doing it for a while, seasoned riders, they know what it's like to be new. And you'll be surprised how many riders, they're willing to help you out, share advice, answer some questions, and they'll even encourage you. I think there's even a channel that's trying to encourage you, give you tips. Could be wrong, but I think I heard that. Heck, there's probably a bunch of them. But anyway, stay with this one. I don't know why, but do. Point 5. The fear never completely leaves you. And this one's kind of surprising, but as I was thinking about all the things that I was taught and what I've learned, started at 50, I'm 62 now, and so almost 62, not quite, a couple more months to go. People think experienced riders aren't nervous, and for the most part they're not, I don't think. But the truth is, good riders maintain a healthy respect for what they're doing, because you learn to manage risk, you learn to stay alert, while at the same time of enjoying your day, enjoying the views that you're seeing around you. You've learned it all, but you're still managing the risk, because there's things that could pop up at any time. So you learn to ride also within your abilities, and that's very important. That little and the little bit of respect that a rider has for his machine is absolutely a good thing. Point number 6. So number 6, one of the biggest things I felt I wish I would have known, and everybody learns it on their own, I guess, is learning to ride changes how you look at the world. Definitely roads. I'll go through an intersection and say, I've never been down that road, and I may turn around somewhere somehow, go down that road just to see where it goes. If it's a dead end, I turn around and come back and nothing lost. But I've done that before and found a really nice winding hilly road. I've taken my buddies on, and they're like, how did you find this road? And I would have never done that with a car. I'd never go through an intersection and say, oh, I've never been that way, because it's not the quickest way, you know. Now I have a Jeep, and I may look and say, I've never been down that ditch or something, but that's a different channel, and I don't have that channel. So you start taking routes just because they look fun. And when you run errands, you'll pick the best road that gives you the most fun. You know, you look at maps, and you look at Google Maps and say, hey, this will take me through this town, and they got this hill and these curves, and I'll just go and I'll do this too. And pretty soon you're finding excuses to run errands, and a 10-minute trip suddenly becomes a 45-minute ride, because you decided to take a scenic route, and when you get home, That's the best 3 hours of your week. And somehow that's perfectly reasonable, and that's fine. So if you're thinking about learning to ride, and understand this, you don't need to be fearless. You don't need to be naturally talented. I'm a C student at best. You don't need to know everything before you start either. So every rider was once a beginner, and everybody understands that. Awkward moments, the mistakes, stalls, the uncertainty, that's all part of the journey. One day you'll look back and you'll realize those first steps were worth it. Just taking the motorcycle course, training course, doing your practicing in a big parking lot. And one day you'll realize, yeah, this was all worth it. And if you're already riding, tell me what somebody never told you that you wish you had learned before you started riding, that you stumbled across as you became a better rider. And if you're thinking about getting started, I'd like to know what's still holding you back. So until next time, keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down, and we will see you on the next one. Take care, my friends, and have a great day.